The description for episode 8 of season 5 is out, and of course, the title of this episode is Her Blacks Crackle and Drag. Now, funny enough, we do have Gilly directing this episode, or is it writing? He's doing one of the two, right? So, whatever Gilly's doing, he's doing it, the big man. But look at the description. The MC unite for a final goodbye in episode 8. Now, who could they be saying goodbye to? Could this finally be the scene where we see the coffin that has been throughout these trailers getting like pulled in to the Santa Padre? They take out the back of the hearse and they lift it into the clubhouse. But the interesting thing about this is you've got a lot of people. You've got Bottles, you've got Gero, you've got Hank, Bishop, Gilly, and the only person not in that scene is Angel, right? And obviously Creeper, but Creeper's in jail. And I feel like if Creeper was to die, he's not getting out of jail. It's not like Opie and Sons where they were actually getting out of jail, so I think that's why his body got released. So does that potentially mean it could be Angel that's died here? Because the whole description of the MC unite for a final goodbye, it kind of seems like the MC comes together to say goodbye to one of their fallen brothers. But it's like a more straight to the point description. It's not giving too much away, which I'm glad about. I feel like in the trailers and descriptions, they need to start reeling back on information they're giving out now. It's great for us on here on Fog Entertainment to sit and break this stuff down. It is. I enjoy doing it. But at the same time, like we've seen in these trailers now for like the past 2 months that we knew that Easy was going to be brought out as a rat. We knew we were getting the Suns against Mayans fist fight. We knew Inland Empire was going to get like massacred in Hector's house. We pretty much knew. I mean, they literally showed Wolverine's death. Like we've got the gun, we've got Joker pointing the gun to his dome, and then you have the shot go off, and then it fades to black. We knew that was pretty much going to happen. In the trailer, you see Adelita holding the knife, the LNG leader's throat. It's just like, what are they doing at this point? You've really got to question what they're doing. You've got to reel back on it. I feel like this is the worst season in terms of revealing stuff in the trailers, and it's the final season. They should be keeping some stuff under wrap. And to me, it's worrying though, because if they're revealing so much in the trailer, like what's going to be so groundbreaking to happen? Like, what's the biggest thing that's happened this season? It probably is the fact that Easy has been out as a rat, and Cody knows. But see if you're looking at the second place thing behind that, there's nothing big that's happened, really. I mean, a few Mayan charters have folded, and Lobo, the jobber, died of a drug overdose. It's not exactly groundbreaking, folks, but for this, I mean, I guess it could be the Mayans folding, but I feel like if the Mayans were to fold, which I don't think is happening, right? I genuinely don't think it's happening. I feel like that would be in the finale. I mean, could Alvarez have potentially died, and he could be getting a big ceremony here at the Santa Padre Clubhouse? I'm not too sure, but in that scene, there's not many people left in that coffin. Right, so just going into that scene with the coffin, I've had to look up the official trailer again. So you've got Bishop, you've got Hank, you've got Downer, you've got Gero, you've got Bottles, and you've got Gilly. So I was saying that Gilly, no, you don't have Gilly. I mean, you've got Bottles, Gero, Bishop, Hank, Downer, and Nestor, right? So there's no Gilly, right? So that leaves, in terms of official members, that leaves Gilly, Angel, not in this scene. It also leaves Alvarez, if you really want to include Alvarez in the club, but I feel like it might not be Alvarez. But, you know, they're doing a big deal. They've got the coffin. I mean, I guess you could argue Creeper. If you want to throw Creeper in there, you can. I mean, when Lobo died, they were literally calling him a prick and burying him, making fun of him. So when I look at this, Bishop, I mean, everyone looks sad. Hank looks like he's about to start greeting. Maybe Nails has went back with Angel, or maybe Angel's dead and Nails has left Hank again to mourn Angel's death. I'm not too sure. But to me, I think this could be potentially the death of Angel Reyes, because I'm not saying they wouldn't be sad if Gilly died, but it seems like it's someone bigger than Gilly, and Billy's a big boy. So yeah, and then when you see Easy looking at the coffin, you kind of get the element there for him that he's like trying to hold it together. I don't think if Gilly died, Easy would give a fuck. Even when Coco died, did anyone like? I mean, I guess they're fucking men, like, so I mean, maybe you could have. They're real, we don't cry when brothers die, man. Even though I don't think there's no problem with that. I mean, I guess the two people bothered the most by Coco's death was probably Gilly and Angel. And how fitting is it that those two are the only two I think can realistically be in this coffin? So yeah, I don't know. It's Gilly or Angel. It has to be Gilly or Angel. Of course, earlier on we could have said it, but could have been Lobo, but it's no Lobo because we've seen them burying Lobo out in the desert, which is weird. Why does Lobo get buried out in the desert, but Angel or whatever gets buried here? Maybe because Lobo they had to keep it under wraps for the cops. Oh, overdose. We don't want them finding about fentanyl. So yeah, could this potentially be Easy when he takes Angel on that fatal ride into the desert? I'm not too sure. It could be. But you know what? I feel like the show, after a pretty awful start to the final season, I feel like it will pick up now. It has to pick up. It can only pick up. So till next time, folks, Angels in the coffin. Peace.